Hey everyone, it's Erin from Lady Bee Collective and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is craziness right now. It's been a really busy day. There's laundry going, there's this going, just so much. Okay, so I was just gonna not do a video, but I thought, you know what? No, this is part of what I do and this is part of crazy busy life. And even though I'm tired, I thought, wait, why not do one on being tired and being exhausted? And I know that's part of life. I get that. But sometimes there's that kind of, like they say, that tired that just doesn't go away with a nap, right? Or a little vacation. Like you're just tired of being tired and it feels like a fatigue that's just, you're always going to have to live with. So I want to talk about the other kind of aspects of self-care that we can be doing. So usually when I feel this way, I always ask myself, did I get enough sleep? Did I get adequate nutrition? Am I hydrated? Did I move my body even though I didn't really want to, or exercise? I know things like that. And we all know them, okay? We don't always have to say it. It's great to remind us and people, but let's face it, sometimes we're just too tired for that, or it's not important, or we can't do it, or we don't want to do it. It is what it is. And I think sometimes on the flip side, even when we do all that, we're just tired. And that can lead a lot more to depression and anxiety. And so I thought about talking about other ways in life that I had to kind of be like, wait, I'm hydrated, I ate well, I talked to my supportive friends, I laughed, I worked out, I literally did everything. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I still exhausted? Okay, well, a few things. With me and my anxiety and overthinking and sometimes people pleasing, or having to get back to people right away, or do things for everybody all the time, it's like, there's no amount of water that is going to change that. That is our mindset and what we have to, or what I have to work on, and that's with setting boundaries and realizing that my emotional health is really important, and that is what should take precedence. So I wanted to go over the other aspects. So just for instance, a few of them, like not having to answer the phone or listen to a voicemail right away and get back to the person, okay? Yes, there's always, emergencies. There's always reasons why you have to or you want to, and that's fine. But we have to learn that we can wait. We don't have to do it right then and there. And I know some people are like, well, if I don't do it right then and there, I'll forget. It's like, even if you do, it's okay, but also write it down. I keep a notepad with me, just write it down or write it in your notes. I'm just old school with that. And when you think about it, there were times where there were no cell phones, believe it or not. Some of you, most of you, hopefully you remember that. Some of you may not, but you couldn't get a hold of people, and it was great because we weren't constantly trying to be on the phone. So that is one way to start training yourself, that you don't have to write back. And a lot of times I'd be like, well, I have to, because the person's going to be so mad at me, right? They're going to think I'm ignoring them or I'm mad at them. That's on them. That's not on you. And this could be really hard when you're not used to that, but remember that it's on them, not you. And so implementing that will be really helpful, because you won't feel as rushed to get back to things and to talk to people. And also on that note, you don't realize how draining some people are. I mean, shit, I'm draining sometimes. We all come with sometimes the times we want to talk and we're just unloading on somebody. So that can take emotional energy that you don't realize and you're expending. You just think you're on the phone with a friend. But that's some of the reasons why you might just be overly fatigued, right? Also, just putting down our phones. It's so hard for me. I'm constantly checking it. I have no idea. It's like fear of missing out of nothing, really. But it's just by habit. I'm always checking my phone. But just to put it down in another room and just not check it for a little bit. Start off with an hour or a half hour, or whatever it is for you, just put it away. Or your computer, just put it down. Make sure during dinner time or certain hours that you can to just put it away. And these are things that they sound so easy, but they're harder to do. And we don't realize that they take that energy. And that's why we get the extra fatigue and the extra tiredness as well. Obviously, life is crazy. And disclaimer, if you're feeling that way for long periods of time and you've tried everything, go to your doctor, check vitamin levels. That can make you feel that way too. So I just wanted to kind of get that out of the way as well. And then also just saying no to little things. Like we all know to say no to like an event you can't go to. And that's becoming easier for people. After COVID, I think people are just more understanding of that. But also just little things that you would have said yes, even little things that you actually can say yes to and it's not a big deal. Start kind of saying no if you're really tired and you're overwhelmed. And saying no to the little things will actually add up, and it will get you having those healthy boundaries. You're going to be setting boundaries, and people are going to start understanding that. And they're either going to understand it or they're going to go away. Either way, it's going to make more room for you to have more self-care and not feel just completely just overwhelmed and just like, at the end of the day, like you're just done, because that accumulates. And that's when, again, our mental health suffers and consequences come with that. And I think implementing these other self-care routines, as well as, take care of yourself and all the other ones that we always talk about. These little ones that seem small, like those 3, are huge, and they can make a really big difference as long as you continuously do them. Remember, make them constant and hold your ground with them, and know that you're going to feel a little uncomfortable. Maybe you're going to feel like you're failing, or you're not helping everybody, or people are mad, or certain people are just, that's on them. They'll get over it. They know you're important, and if you're important to them, they will understand. But life is not meant to be tired and fatigued and suffering all the time. It's not. That's part of life, but that is not all of life, okay? So I think this is really, really, really important. So please let me know what you think of this. Let me know different self-care routines that you do, or that maybe I haven't covered or you haven't heard other people say. I would love to hear about them. Again, reach out to me, info@ladybecollective.com, DM me, follow me on Instagram. I have stories, I have posts, I have so much on there. ladybecollective.com, that's my main website. But you can find a lot of it on Instagram. Also the self-kindness, which is a clothing for a cause. This is from my site I designed as well. And it just helps to remind me to be kind to myself and take care of myself. And I know that's always redundant, but at the end of the day, that's the foundation. You take care of yourself, then you have time to enjoy life and not be as tired, and take care of others and have more leeway of doing what you want, right? It's so, so important. Just like people talk about, this is kind of going off on a tangent a little bit, but just like how people talk about, being financially available for things. I don't know where I was going with that. I totally just lost this mid-thought. But with the whole like different, branching off for like financially and how big it is, because it'll set you free, right? So you can do what you want. Well, what about self-care and your health? If you don't have that, you want different branches of that, different sources of self-care. Okay, I got back on track, because that's actually a good analogy. You have to do it for yourself too. And that's, again, the main foundation. Sorry, I totally went off track there. It's just been such a long, busy day already. But yes, you get what I'm saying. So again, subscribe to my channel. You can see all of this on my website too. If you want to go, instead of going to YouTube, like directly, or Anchor, and even to see my blogs, just go to ladybecollective.com and you can see all of them there. So I usually give a little preview in my stories on Instagram, and then a couple days later, it will go up on the site. So see, I need to do some self-care because I am so, so tired. That's originally why I did this. But yeah, and remember, this is temporary, and you're worthy, and you are enough, and you are capable. And sorry about this video being a little all over the place, but I really think It has keys to helping you feel better. And I hear way too many people just say that they just can't get stuff done and they're just fatigued all of the time. And no one wants that. So that's it for today. I hope you're having a great Wednesday. If you're not, tomorrow is a new day. And just stick with it. Keep going. And I will talk to you next week. Bye.